I mean, look at that, man. How spectacular is that? I've come about 3/4 of the way back down, just following the stepstones all the way down. But be careful at the same time, because like I say, it's slippy and wet. But I just thought I'd stop and get at the highest point where it drops down, about 50 feet. Absolutely beautiful, superb. It's getting brighter now and all the clouds is lifting a bit, so visibility's getting much better. There's 3 lads that came so far up the path to the river here, stopped, looked down towards the river, then turned around and started walking back towards the pub. And there's 3 other people on the left hand side further down there, just beyond the little bit of a wall on the left hand side. I don't know what they're doing. Not unless they're looking for a place to do a wild camp or something. But way in the distance over there on the right is some sheep in the field. I was doing some zoom shots on them from right over height. But it's just a steady process of going down these rocky stones, but they're wet, so you just got to be careful and just step down a little bit at a time and watch it don't go over. So bye for now, people. Heading back down from CAUTLEY SPOUT and back along the field over there towards the Cross Keys Temperance Inn. Bye bye. Right, I'm just about down to flat land, near enough, coming down the stepping stones all the way down, zigzagging left to right, left to right, left to right, all the way down, past the big waterfalls there. And now we've come to the point where you've got to cross this little stream again. It's our little rocks, which is coming down from the hill, obviously, travelling quite a bit of distance from up there, just trickling down, stepping down over these stones, going all the way down to meet the main river at the bottom there. So we're just heading back over there towards the car now, and the Cross Keys Temperance Inn, they call it. That's looking up to the top of the mountains where it's all like that grey slate stuff as usual. Yes, I love the sound of running water, so therapeutic. Right, I'll stop recording for now until I step across these stones, because I don't want to fall out on my camera. So bye for now, people. That's just typical. We've come all the way back down from up on CAUTLEY SPOUT there, waterfalls, and we're getting to the bottom, and the mist and fog is starting to clear and the sun's coming out, but we're going back down the car now. Bloody typical. And there's the sun shadows on the hill rolling along as it comes from behind the clouds. And that's looking back down towards the pub and where the car's parked. There's some cattle in the field and all at the far side there. We'll trust the sun to come out now and we're heading back. But I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't find the path to go right to the back of CAUTLEY SPOUT, where you meet like a proper farmer's road that goes right along the top at the back, and you go towards the Calf, and there's a trig point there. Then you turn left and then you start heading back down the hills on the other side of these mountains here, and it starts coming all the way down the ridge there, back down towards the main road, where you turn left, come through a couple of farmers' fields behind the pub, and then end up back at the car park where we're parked. That's what the plan was for today, but it was pretty treacherous. We're getting here early and everything was covered in snow. We couldn't see the pathways, and it was pretty dangerous and slippy, so I had to abandon the idea. But there's always another time to come up in the summer when all the pathways will be visible and easier. But nobody can accuse us of being fair weather wanderers, because we've come out in all kinds of weather. There's a few sheep now round about the pathway where we're going down. Red spray paint marks on the white woolen jumpers. So the pathway leading up from the car around here is a bit boggy in some places, as you can see, and soft waterlogged grass. But when you get to where it starts going up the hill, it becomes like stepping stones. It's all like proper slabs to help you get up there. But because we went up there when first thing this morning, the mist and the fog, it was really thick pea soup, so you couldn't really see. And obviously, like I say, with all the pathways being absolutely covered in snow, we couldn't see where we were putting our feet. It was pretty tiring going there and all. But never mind, we've been, we've seen, and there's another time coming back in the summer. So bye for now, people, from CAUTLEY SPOUT which is behind the Cross Keys Temperance Inn on the A683 beside Sedborough. So you come through Kirkby Stephen on the A685 and continue left on the A683, come all the way down past a pub called the Fat Lamb, and then you just keep on coming down till you meet the pub. So bye for now. Right, for those of you who are contemplating doing the walk to CAUTLEY Spout from the Cross Keys pub there, once you cross over the wooden bridge and start the pathway around, it's pretty dry and like flattish, but then you come to these parts here where it's completely flooded and full of bogginess. We've just had to walk around a massive puddle back there, but just a word of warning, if you come, make sure you've got decent footwear on, Wellington boots or waterproof boots, proper fell waters boots, leather, where you're not going to get your feet wet. There's another massive puddle coming up in front of us here now. Just got to walk around them if you can. Oh, we came across a stepping stone with this one. Right, so you've got to step across this. It reminds of the labyrinth, across the bog of eternal stench. David Bowie. Right, that's him. Here's your notice board again with the history of the CAUTLEY Spout. So this path goes nearer back to the road fence, and it bends out the left and goes round behind the pub, which is over there to the left. So when you come back down from the Corf, you come down from those mountains up there that's still covered in snow and got the mist above them because they're that high. So you just come down like across two ridges, and then you start coming down very, very gently to that white building over there. And then there's a sheep's trail that goes right across the farmers' fields alongside the fence at the bottom there. Some horses over there in the field with their coats on. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Still following the stream all the way down. So that stream there is what's come all the way down from up there. The CAUTLEY Spout itself. It just winds round and round and round. Comes all the way at the bottom here. Heads down towards the road. I can see 2 cars on the road there now behind the pub. Right, bye for now. There's a sheep's trail just over there through the farmer's field, through the gate. You can just see it winding coming down alongside the brick wall, and you come along here and then you come across to this wooden footbridge across the stream, and that's what brings you back from up there, from the car. So that's where you come back down. So if you wanted to do the walk in the opposite direction so that you can find the right way back, because it's easier once you get to the top. There's like a farmer's road track that goes right across the top of the hills. Then it's just a case of coming and following the stream all the way back down again. But like I say, with being snowy and icy, and it's about 18 inches to 2 foot of snow up there, so you can't see the proper paths. So it was a bit of a chow on, to say the least. But yeah, that's where you come back down along that sheep's trail over there in the distance. Across the field here, and you come over this wooden bridge over the stream, and then just head back the way we came from the back of the pub, which is just over there, over the ridge, the Cross Keys Temperance Inn. And this, you can see vehicles going along the main road there now towards Sedborough. So as you can see, the pathway bends round to the left now and follows the stream up along underneath, behind the pub, and you keep going until you come to that wooden bridge again, cross over. And then the cars park on the main road there, just further up from the pub. So it bends out to the left, does an S-bend, and goes back towards the river here, just to the right. So all this water coming down just meets these rivers from CAUTLEY Spout. So the pathway is pretty dry and just like stones, like a farmer's track at the beginning. But as you get round into the open fields at the flat, it's full of water and boggy because there's loads of streams coming down from the hills to meet it. And a couple of big horses there with their coats on in the field over there as well. So that's looking back to that wooden bridge that you cross over, where you come back along the road, the wall across the other side there when you come down from the Corf, like I say. So that's another walk at some point in time. Find my way up past CAUTLEY Spout properly this time, go all the way at the back and find the farmer's track that runs right along the back towards the Corf at the top. Right, so onwards and upwards back to the back of the Cross Keys pub. So bye for now, people. Now there's Mr. Donkey in the field there, and I can hear a goose in the back of the farm there, make a right racket. So following the river back to the wooden footbridge, which is just up there, about 1,000 yards. So the pathway goes round and then meets it, and then you cross over. And there's loads of cars parked there now where we parked first thing this morning. So we were first here. There's quite a few cars now. So bye for now, people. Heading back to the car at CAUTLEY Spout on the A683, which comes down from Kirkby Stephen on the A685. Then it changes to the A683 when you turn left, and you follow it all the way down here as if you're going towards Sedborough, which is in that direction. And then you pull over at the Cross Keys pub here and just park on the side of the road in the lay-by. So bye for now. Right, last bit of video. Down to the river, looking back to where we've just come from. The mist is clearing a little bit now, the skies are getting a little bit more clear. So we're back at the back of the farm now, which is just next door to the pub. And I'm now back to the footbridge that goes across the river and up the steps onto the main road. And there's a car just parked up there. So when you get to the bridge here, there's like a little spring-loaded gate. Open the gate, up, and through the gate and then across the bridge. That's looking up the river. So that's looking back to where CAUTLEY Spout will be emptying down and coming down this way. And that's looking the other way. What's that bird on the rock there? Is that just a blackbird? There she goes.